Hello, I'm Nick Ravenscroft with Tina T and Kelley Jones, and we're Group 13, and this is our presentation on how managers use budgets and variance analysis. I will be discussing budgets. Budgets help companies turn their strategy of operations into a proposed plan of action with actual quantitative data and financial statements. The budget's numbers are used as the financial goals for the company, and those goals should be demanding but at the same time achievable without the need to act unethically. Once the goals are set, the managers are then motivated to encourage their subordinates to perform to their fullest potential and reach those goals. The budgets also coordinate the operations of the entire company, and they push the entire company to work towards the same bottom line. After actual results are documented, the managers then use the various budgets to benchmark to see how the separate divisions performed. Now Tina is going to talk about how that is done using variance analysis.
A variance is the difference between actual results and expected performances or budgeted performances. They help enable the concept of management by exception, which focuses management's attention to areas that are not operating as expected and to devote less time to areas that are operating as expected. Managers and management accountants use variances to evaluate performances after decisions are made, to trigger organizational learning, and to make continuous improvements. It serves as an early warning sign to alert managers to existing problems or to prospective opportunities. Variance analysis enable managers to evaluate the effectiveness of the actions and performances of personnel in the current period, as well as fine-tune strategies for achieving improved performances in the future. So to make sure that managers interpret variances correctly and make appropriate decisions based on them, managers need to recognize that variances have multiple causes, which Kelley will now emphasize.
Whenever possible, managers must understand the root causes of variances, and they must not interpret these variances in isolation of each other, since the causes of variances in one department can be the result of decisions made in another department. For example, possible causes of unfavorable efficiency variance across the value chain of an operation can include the poor design of products, poor work on the production line due to unskilled workers and faulty equipment, or even the inappropriate assignment of labor and machines assigned to certain jobs. Variances are measured against standards, which are not a single measure, but actually a range of possible acceptable inputs, and managers understand that small variances are expected to occur. A variance within an acceptable range is considered to be an in-control occurrence, and investigation is not warranted. So when would managers need to investigate a variance, you may ask? Well, managers investigate variances based on subjective judgments or rules of thumb. For example, small variances for product defects may call for investigation because this is a critical area of operations. However, for other items such as direct materials and labor costs, investigation is usually only necessary if the variance exceeds a certain amount. Therefore, variance analysis is subject to the same cost-benefit analysis of all other phases of management control. This concludes our presentation, and we thank you for listening.